Hey there, everybody. This is Deb from Deb's Corner Canada. How are you doing? And today we're going to talk about 10 signs that you are breaking the trauma bond with the narcissist. Let's just dive in. Number 1, you will start to look forward to being away from them. Number 2, you will stop caring if the NBD texts or calls or any of that breadcrumbing. And number 3, and this one's a good one, your boundaries will become non-negotiable. This also applies to intimacy. Number 4, you start hoping they find a new gladiator in someone else. Number 5, you start self-care, or you'll begin to start self-care after a very long time of neglecting yourself. Number 6, you become unconcerned with their obvious games and their obvious stories, and you simply mentally just kind of note them down. Number 7, you begin slowly opening up to other people. This is kind of an aha moment, or it was, for a lot of people, that I dealt with this. And, you just start opening up and talking to people. Initially, honestly, it might even be scary, and it might be very off-putting, and it might be very sad for you just because you're not used to it. We're not used to kindness, and it might freak you out at first, but just keep going, okay? Just keep going. Number 8, you begin to see the MPD's inner circle for what they are, not fantasy kind of that you have been led to believe that they are. Number 9, you will no longer react, and you just kind of calmly call out any of that bad behavior. So you're just going to call it out. Number 10, you will no longer crave intimacy with them. Where in the beginning you were kind of counting the days and it's the touch and everything was going on and all these wonderful things were going on, and then when that tap is turned off, it's the partner typically, kind of self-blaming themselves, what's going on, or being called a prude or, whatever the situation is. But eventually that intimacy, that fake intimacy is just no longer going to cut. Especially if you're an empath, or you're a neurodiverse, like, I happen to be. Eventually that self-protection is going to kick in. So that self-protection is against, say STDs or perhaps, people that are unclean or, whatever that is. So you're going to try to protect yourself against those things. And that's kind of part of that and part of that pulling away. And then you've got that lack of connection. Eventually, every human being needs some kind of connection with that physicality. They just have to have it. And so eventually those things do need to be readdressed and relooked at, and eventually it happens. So hopefully this has given you a little bit of insight into this and really kind of gave you a little bit more of a thought process and maybe helped you out. I hope it's helped you out. That's my biggest reason for being here right now. And so I'm going to wrap this up, and hopefully we can reconnect. I'm going to try to put more of these out as soon as I can, and the more likes and follows and things I can get, just to know people want this. I do know they want a lot of the answers, and so we got to start somewhere. So today, this is where we're going to start, and I wish everybody peace, and I wish growth, and I wish that everybody reconnects again, and so that's kind of why I'm here. And I hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.